Hello. Uh, I was thinking I'd do a replay analysis. Um, it got to be the daily challenge. This was a game that we played in a private ranked lobby, and I'm gonna try to be a little bit more educational, explain my thought process. Assume everyone watching probably knows how the game works, but try not to just rush through things as much. Make sure I find the right game. All right, let's take a look. So the I played in the Catchy Cup tournament. Didn't do great, but I learned some strategies. Seth was doing this thing where you.
Excellent choice,
Oh, I
comrade.
don't want to watch Marks.
Capitalism won't know what he did.
Let's get back on me. Where you upgrade the shop as fast as possible so that you can. And you take it past two. You get it like straight to four. Because lots of people are staying in shop two, which means they're not don't have access to the ultimate relics. And what you can do, especially as Joan, since you can leave some units just like naked, is really try to find specific things. Like if you can find boxing gloves and start winning duels early, that'll carry over through the whole game. Not really so much bazooka on Joan, but dog tags. You get permanent health when someone dies. And then the other ultimates I'm looking for are the statues for my other units because I want them to die. The statues each have a death rattle super on them. So the units, if I'm trying to get the unit to die anyways, and that's good. And the send boat, the Titanic with this super could really help you choose the order in which your units die, which is the name of the game with Joan. So it looks like we're not able to see what I'm buying, but I can see when I buy it. So that's fine. I literally just bought two relics out of the first shop and then all three out of the second because I'm planning on selling one so that I can skip straight to shop two next this round. But I got some decent stuff for early game. It's nicely color coordinated, at least. It's a matching outfit.
Provisioning for Holy War.
Yeah, see, actually, I didn't buy any relics. I just sold my grail and
Provisioning for Holy War.
that upgraded the shop. And the next round, what I think I did is I sold one of these and went up the next level. Went straight into ultis. We'll see what I did. I lost that round. So this unit's whole job is to die because go over Joan's leader power real quick. It's if you played Ability Arena, you know Life Stealer, but if you're new to the game, um, you choose one unit. That's your martyr, and you want all your other units to die before it, because every hero that dies, you get 50 move speed, attack speed by default, and 30 lifesteal, which is both a lot. And levels 2 and 4 just add to those. But 3 lets you get a stacking healing reduction, which is awesome. Can really mess up people's builds. And then level 5, it deals uh, 50 plus max health pure damage to all units, including your own. So it helps your other units die faster, but your martyr's not affected. But it's good at killing summons too. I tried it back when the Cleo snakes were busted. Anyways, back to the replay. So I probably lose this round. Should have doubled down. Hindsight, you know. Right. Yeah, it's pretty expected to not do great when you're spending all of your gold upgrading the shop. But I found an early boxing gloves, which is perfect because the sooner I can start winning duels, the
I
easier it
present
is to win
heaven's
more duels.
smiles on me.
This is at least this unit will do damage before it goes down. Cursed Visage, when it's on a ranger, it steals attack speed. I changed it from an assassin to a ranger. I don't know if I kept it as a ranger for the whole game or not, but first couple of rounds, usually you want your martyr to be a ranger. I get stunned to hell and I don't win my duel. Yeah. Almost save myself a little bit of health. If you kill one unit, every unit you kill it means less damage you take. Okay, I grabbed a statue for the eventual death death rattle. It's a channeling ability, which means if you get stunned or I think you get silenced once you start and it won't get canceled. But if you get stunned or messed with in other ways, then it can cancel it so you don't get the full damage. If you get the full damage, it's, do the math, 10 times 170, 1700 damage before reductions. It's a lot. See, he got stunned and that ended. But I might win a duel here. I think so. When you hear the bell, that means you won. I'm always playing with music on, so I don't get to hear these cool little sound effects as much. Yeah, so I got dual damage. Let's see what I buy here. Oh, I just threw everything. Is that bugged? Am I really? No, I don't have max leader in max shop. I'm not shop 1. It's fine. You guys get what I'm talking about though. So I bought the boat for the try to get to the level 3 super.
Spend your gold.
The gloves give unstoppable once you get them to level 3, but before I get the level 3 gloves, this is a unstoppable. Hopefully that one didn't go too well. I think I was shopping late, otherwise the dog tags would have been on. The martyr. Flamethrower, it's just a crit with the AoE built into it. It just got buffed in the patch. I picked the unstoppable. It's kind of like if you're from Dota, it's PA ult if you already have a Battle Fury. Buy bazookas because nobody else is. Yeah, let's look. Yeah, so Beethoven makes sense that he's in ultimates. Not sure why Lincoln is, but everybody else still hasn't upgraded their shop. But I got pretty lucky finding the level 3 boxing gloves early. That's probably why this game went so well. Sometimes when you're trying to build this, you have to recognize when the boxing gloves just aren't going to happen. And you build a more traditional Joan unit, find a Kevlar, you know, it Kevlar stops the duel. So, but it's a really good relic for Joan. Everyone knows Kevlar if you play a lot, but if you're new, this is one of the strongest relics. You just go into the bunker, and even if you're stunned, no matter what, pretty much this will save you and let you keep attacking. Other things you can do if the boxing gloves aren't working. Uh, I mean, you can do this even with boxing gloves, but the Ankh is really good. You don't always have room for it, but when you go to 0 health, you'll be unkillable for 2 seconds, and with the martyr lifesteal, you can come back from 0 a lot of the time. I got my full statue off there. Looks like I got another duel win. I'm trying to leave two gold so I can reduce
Proceed.
both leader and shop as much as I can.
I do not fear
I'm
battle.
just holding
I
on
was
to the Ankh
chosen
in
to
case
lead.
things start going bad. Like all of these relics, like this is scaling. I guess I decided I'm doing well enough. I didn't need it. I didn't win my duel, damn. But the boxing robes, the gives you a bunch of attack speed, bunch of health regen. Um, I'm not sure how the whenever they become disabled, oh, for over 5.5 seconds, the effects are doubled. So it says the area. So I guess it's 700 radius. That area. So when you duel, I mean, obviously that works well with the duel. You get double attack speed and health regen when you duel, but other stuff can do it too. And the super sting like a bee works really well when you have all other ultimates. It reflects damage based on how many ultimate relics you have equipped. Just bought another statue. Is a Lich Ult if you're from Dota. Otherwise, it's just a nuke that bounces around. But if there's nothing for it to bounce to, then it'll just cancel. But you don't have to channel it. They're both just huge, tons of damage nukes, but they're both unreliable in their own way. Won my duel. I'm up to decent amount of bonus health, 2 duels worth of damage, but
Let
each
freedom
level you put
ring.
in the gloves, you get more damage per win. Now, the Kevlar, similar to the Ankh, I guess I picked it up for emergencies, and it's good just to not let other people have it, because some people might, their whole build might not work unless they have a Kevlar, and making them take damage in the early rounds means that you're not. I chose the, so I'm going to be returning 90 physical damage. I think you still take, it doesn't reflect. It says return. It'd be overpowered if it said reflect. But actually, I'm doing 120 for every. Reflected decent amount of damage. But of course, Joan just
God speaks
does
loud.
so much right click damage. I didn't really buy anything there. Just wanted to get to leader level 5, and the faster you get
Behold the
to 4, the
descent
cheaper
zone.
5 will be when you click it. Sometimes I'm bad and I start upgrading these relics a lot or filling out my slots with random stuff, but I was really focused this game on making sure my martyr was getting the upgrades that they needed.
Devotion.
I was rolling past a lot of stuff. There was a little bug fix today that might make this, that might be why we can't see the shop, because it's a slightly older version of the game. The only problem with Joan is you have to just peck everybody down. You're only dealing 1 unit worth of damage, ideally, because you want everybody else to die. I never know which one to pick on this one. Someone can tell me, but I just picked the bigger AoE thing. It's a lot of splash damage. The Visage is interesting on the Witch. Usually people don't put it on the Witch, but gives relic power. It steals their Witch's relic power, which and it's global cast range, so it's good defensive, and it's gonna make my radio and statue do a lot more damage. He was too tanky for me to win the duel, but oh yeah, see that's how you counter this. Stuns. He had two bash type abilities. The serial guy's pretty good. I mean, this unit's not attacking. It's pretty obvious scratching post, I think. The relic power loss is good, but it makes my sacrificial witches more survivable. I have a axe on this which helps them die faster because it deals self damage and it launches them into the middle of their team, so they can cast this big AoE stun. Oh, I did choose the Relic power one. They're both. I can kind of see why I did that, just because it's so good. It's a little bit of survivability for the other guys.
That was quite embarrassing for you.
I have. I'm not putting anybody in my boat. I was thinking things were working. I didn't need to mess with it yet. I like getting a claw machine and just leaving it at one if I'm gonna buy it. It just adds chaos to the battle and it makes things hard to counter, or it makes positioning harder for them to predict. Same reason I like the knockback protocol super on Bazooka. Like unpredictability can hurt you as much as help you, but I don't really care what happens as long as this unit lives, so just making things weird seems like a good strategy when I'm playing against really good people that know how to position to counter and all that kind of stuff. That was a quick duel. I sent him in the boat, got on a squishy unit, and I pressed the upgraded my leader to maximum. See how much damage it does.
Juicy.
A lot. I don't know if it's counting the damage to my own units, but I'm healing. Yeah, it's just off of the Joan ability.
Begin. You're safe.
Uh, Everything's going much smoother now. We're putting him in the boat. I lost a couple fights and decided
Juicy.
it was time to use the boat technology. Because the fight's like halfway over, but it takes so long for you to get off the ship that a lot of my other units have gotten bursted by then. So when I'm dueling, I get more of the Joan bonus.
Juicy.
Both of these have their death rattles too.
Begin.
He's got a huge tank and then just a firing squad of stunners and damage dealer. But I was able to just kind of skip fighting the tank.
Magnifico. Juicy. I am your goal.
I always pick the cleanse first just because there's so few. You don't. The way you get counters is you get stunned. Getting broken sucks, but you just lose flamethrower. I think you still keep your passive damage off of boxing gloves, and you still keep your bonus health off of the dog tags. So being broken is not some drone builds. Being broken really wrecks you, but mostly you just want to get out, not get stunned or disarmed. Cleansing a disarm is really good. So I'm just kind of. I think he gets me here. Uh, yeah, he does. The claw machine messed me up. I got my
Juicy.
my stacks though, and wasn't thinking I was gonna have to worry about the Wong for much longer. I was really thinking about which one to pick there. I feel like people usually don't pick the corner pull, but because I was trying to do an assassin that was dueling in their, or a ranger that's dueling in their backlines, felt like their range would help, but it could be wrong. It felt good. I didn't want like the ranger's slow. I didn't want him walking around trying to duel people. I wanted him to be dueling whenever he could. I'm just rolling past. Like, I think I bought a rocket kind of just because more chaos, more stuns. This is like Spirit Breaker charge kind of. You shoot across the map and stun people, and it's pure damage, which is nice. I already had the knockback. I just went for the stun duration since I don't have illusions, and this unit doesn't attack very fast. Now he also has a boat, but it just worked out that I ended up exactly where I wanted to be. And
Juicy.
seems like usually the boat gets cast like in this direction,
Juicy.
if there's any units at all over there. I probably shouldn't have spent all this gold trying to get Juicy Bazooka. I'm not even casting it some fights.
Of course. Well done. I am magnifico. Delicioso.
So this is a lot of dual. Once you're above 300 dual damage, then it gets silly. Like,
Juicy.
base attack damage is something like that. A little bit more if you're a normal ranger, but 525, pretty
Juicy.
crazy.
Delicioso.
There would never be a circumstance where I would pick the death rattle dog tags, but I have my dog tags on my Joan unit. Want that unit to be dying last, of course. Hot Cersei's a lot. The RNG just kept making me fight him.
Go back to your stupidity. Top 3 is impressive.
Alright, get down to the end. But yeah, this is the build. I'll just kind of fast forward. I think I picked up a juicy statue of David. Um, which is really good. Just keeps shooting out. Wish I could move this thing.
That was quite embarrassing for you.
Curie took a round off of me.
Delicioso.
Yeah, there's the juicy statue. See how much damage it does. It's doing a lot. I mean,
Final two.
it's doing some.
Hey,
Third after the two things I was focusing on. It's not nothing. And I was glad that Curie get knocked out because they beat me last time. But I fought Beethoven's Ghost and just beat it, so I was feeling good going to the end. Maybe he gets that round off of me, we'll see. Doesn't look like it.
begin.
Yeah. So
Fall back to your staging.
it's kind of
Another army broken? Another prophecy
the
fulfilled.
strategy only works if you're the only one doing it. So and there are ways to counter it. I was playing in a party with these people and with half of these guys, and I did it over and over, and it's not as effective. But if you're just solo queuing and you notice that people are going shop 2 in a lot of your games, then give it a try. Uh, let me know. Let me know if you like the replay format better or the just me just recording a game and on stream. But if you didn't know, I stream on Twitch. If you like the video, subscribe. Peace.